Hey YouTube, how you guys doing today? My name is Strawhat Izzy, aka the Izzy Cruz if you follow me on Twitch, like a lot of the people that are watching right now. And today, I'm bringing you my Jesmon deck profile. Uh, I am playing Jesmon a little bit different than I typically play Jesmon, and it is geared toward more of an aggressive strategy. So, it's going to actually just be called Kill Shot Jesmon, if is what you really want, to give it a name for. If you like the content, consider following me on Twitch, liking the video, subscribing, YouTube stuff. Anyway, let's start off with the deck. We are playing uh, supposed to be 4 Baby Domons, I don't know where the other one is, and 1 Demi-Mare. Demi-Mare just for like the little end stuff, but the power from Baby Do actually matters a lot because plus 2k is like fairly relevant to what you want to be doing for, this deck in general. So that's it for the babies. Should be 4-1. Don't worry too much about it. Rookie cards. We're not playing like an overwhelming amount of rookies, which is, different for a Jesmon deck, but it's been working for me. So I'm playing 4 copies of Huckmon because he's still really good. He adds all the Sistermons, adds your Jesmon pieces, adds himself, and adds the new pieces that we got in BT7. So still a good card, still 4 of. From there, I'm playing 2 of the new Huckmon. The reason I'm playing only 2 of this card is because I'm not playing a very high Sistermon count like a lot of other people are doing. It's fairly low compared to, the 10 that some people are running or like the 9. So I'm not revealing as much with this card. And that's why I chose to play 2. I don't think you need 4 in like any way, shape, or form. From there, I'm playing 2 Biomons that draw your card when attacking because you're going to be attacking security more often than you're going to be attacking Digimon in this deck just because of how hybrid format works. So we wanted to add a consistency piece in our rookie lineup, and this is what we chose. And then I'm playing 2 copies of Agumon. The reason I'm playing this Agumon is because it gives you plus 2,000 when attacking security. So it's really strong against the yellow deck. And just making yourself really big so you don't die to anything like wyverns or stuff like that is really important. That's it for rookies. Should just be 10 of them. From there, let's talk about our Sistermon lineup. I am playing 4 copies of Blanc because it's still just the best one. It makes them all blockers, and drawing a card on play is insane, especially in a deck that doesn't have a lot of consistency. So I wouldn't recommend not playing less than this. From there, we play 2 copies of CL. Because she's still really good in combination with Savior, really, and then, like, the +1 memory isn't as important, but it can be, I guess. And then I'm only playing 1 copy of Blanc Awakened. You can loop this card enough, and the thing is, like, if you don't have a Blanc, this card doesn't really do anything. It's just kind of there. So, for that reason, I just chose to play 1. And I like the 1-4 ratio. It's very good. At some point I was playing like 2, and then I was still playing 4 and then 2, and then this one like clogged quite a bit. So I think the 1 of is just fairly good to recover out of tight situations, and then recovering a card is really strong too. So that's the Sistermon lineup. From there, we'll talk about the champions. We are playing 4 Bowhawk. I'm only still playing 4 of this card because it's searchable, and for some reason, I have an issue seeing champions. Maybe because it's a little bit lower than most people are used to in a tower deck. But I think in general, it's like worth running the lower thing to fix your consistency so you see different pieces. After that, we're playing 4 copies of Greymon, which give you security +1. This one's kind of important because we're just trying to kill our opponent. It's literally just one swing, Omni. That's it. There's no other game plan. We're not trying to control the board. It's hybrid format. It's fast. You have to get in, get out. And if you can't, well, you were losing anyway. And then my last 2 champions are 2 copies of a Gunimon because hybrid format. Tamers can't be interacted with, so obviously we just, play Goonie. So that's it for our champion cards. Our ultimates. I'm on record of saying I do not like this card. Well, I like this card. We'll show you that one first. 4 copies of Savior Huckmon because this card's broken. There's a reason this card's going to 1. I shouldn't have to explain this if you've been playing just 1 for any amount of time. I've been on record to say I don't like this next card, and that is 2 copies of Voltramon. I didn't like it in BT6 and EX1 because you had to try to control the board a little more. But now, it's just full send. Like, we're just trying to kill them, that's it. We're trying to do, like, 1 check, and that, like, 1 check with a rookie, and then 4 checks with Jesmon, and then Omni. That's it. Or a Goonie. That's all. Nothing else. Nothing too fancy. It's literally just kill them or be killed. And against like yellow, it's very important because you get to do just so many checks before they can really get going. And then from there, I'm playing 4 copies of Jesmon because Jesmon, you know. I also consider playing like a Gallantmon as well, just for like the OTK potential. But it's probably a card I would side deck instead of main decking, which is going to be really cool because we're going to get side decks and mulligans for Digifest if you play the second Digifest, and I think it's very beneficial to mulligan, at least for Jesmon, because it has consistency issues, but when it doesn't brick, there's nothing in the game that beats it, so super strong. And then our last 2 Digimon are 2 copies of Omnimon. I used to only play 1, but because we're playing less of like a control type of, you know, deck, and we're trying to just full send, we want to see this card as well as our other pieces, so we just consider it a piece, like another OTK piece. So I think the second one's kind of needed. You might even play a third if you want to, but I don't think the third is needed because of the Aguni mons you're playing. So, yeah, that's it for all the Digimon cards. But it really is, guys, just, you know, full send, try to win the game immediately. And if not, you know, you lose. I don't know what to tell you. 2 copies of Delicate Plan. This is only for, like, purple option and Hammer Sparks, because we don't want to pass our turn. Beside that, everything else is fine. So that's the only reason we're playing 2, is just to avoid like Hammer Spark passing turn. And like I guess like Deathclaw could be bad if we need it, or like Debtor Live to pop our Tamer if we're trying to Goonie. So just for those security bombs that hurt us, you know. So 2 Delicate Plans. I'm playing 2 copies of Lightning Joust. And guys, full send. That's it. I feel like you kind of need this card to beat yellow in a sense, because yellow with a Zephyr plus a Zoe, and then if you hit a Susanoo in security, you have to be able to hit over 21,000. So I think with this combo, so I think it's Greymon or any whatever, plus Savior plus Jess. You swing and you play CL. That is 14, 16, 18, 20. So if you hit a Susanoo, you still die. And it doesn't take much for them to, you know, have Zephyr plus Zoe. So with Lightning Joust, just playing 1, you get the extra check, and you're beating over the Susanoo. So nothing in their deck beats you, as far as insecurity. A Wyverns doesn't do it. Wyverns in combination with other cards obviously do it, and like multiple big head TK plus like the plus like Zephyr combo like obviously can kill your Jesmon, but it's kind of important to just have this card, and it just gives you extra checks. Like sometimes it's just huge, because Greymon plus like a Lightning Joust plus a tie is just security plus 3, 4 checks, and then you restand, and then you swing again for a game. So very good. I've liked it in my testing a lot actually. So super strong card. From there, we are playing 1 copy of Judgment of the Blade, and I know you guys have your opinions, and I kind of want to play 2. I really badly want to play 2. The issue is, there's not too much that you're swinging over this format. There really isn't. Everything is either suspended, or like it doesn't matter if you beat over their guy because you're not trying to control the board. The best thing that this is security bomb, and if I was just trying to play security bombs, I'd just play stronger security bombs like Gaia Force or like Atomic Blaster, and those are all cards we can side. We can even side the second Judgment. We don't have to main it. We can just full send game 1 and then, you know, side it in game 2. Now, if you don't feel comfortable with the 1, you can obviously cut a Lightning Joust or a Delicate Plan. Trade a 1-cost option for a 1-cost option and play the second. It wouldn't be bad. You can even do like 1-1 and then play 3 Judgment if you want, which is something I'll also possibly explore, because I don't think multiple Judgments is terrible. I just don't think they do as much as you want them to do. So for right now, I've just been playing 1, and I've seen it a good amount, and it's been working for me. So 1 copy of Red Memory Boost. The reason I'm only playing 1 is because we play Omnis, Sistermons, and like option cards, right? So we don't really want to bottom deck too many of those. And with memory blockers in the game, as you know, abundant as they are, this card very rarely resolves to give you 2 memory. So, with that being said, I only want to play 1 just to try to search a card. If it's hidden security, it does something cool, but if it's hidden security, like you get on field and you gain 2 if they don't have a blocker. So, just 1. Didn't feel like I needed multiples. And then 1 copy of Gravity Crush for my option cards. The reason being is because like they can't predict. They can predict if you ever like need to use this play, but they can't always predict you playing Gravity Crush because a lot of people actually just don't play it. So when you have that and you can just do it out of nowhere, it's a super strong power play for yourself. And then lastly, I'm playing 4 top copies of Tai Kamiya. This is really excessive in EX1 and like BT6. However, if you are memory choked in this format, it's over. You can't do anything. It was like that in the last format, but like there wasn't as many memory blockers, so it wasn't as terrible. But I feel like you need to play 4, and it helps with our strategy of just doing extra checks, full send, try to kill our opponent, and if we don't, well, we weren't trying to anyway. So that's why I chose to play 4, and it's really cool when you play 1 and then they hit 1 security, and now your Jesmon does, you know, security plus 2. Straight out of raising, and then that's 3 checks, and then another 3 checks, that's all 5, and then you go Omni. So, super strong. And then cards we can talk about siding would probably be like Jesmon, Avenged Kid. We would probably side in more Judgments if we need the matchup, Atomic Blaster. There's like a bunch of different things you could do for a side, and maybe when I play this in a tournament and I build a side deck, I'll repost the list, or I'll talk more about siding. But yeah, for right now, guys, those are all cards you consider, because you can always take out the like Agus for Jesmons because you don't need them for the well, I guess I would play them in the yellow matchup. I guess I would take out BO because you don't have to try to get there as fast because they're a little bit slower. So you can put in Jesmon, that'd be really cool. But yeah, and then you can just modify your side deck as you will. You know, Atomic Blaster being really good, Guy Force being really good. You can even side in more copies of Lightning Joust if you want to just like really push, or more copies of Delicate. And that's it, guys. That's my deck. Tell me if you like it. Tell me what you don't like. Let me know if there's any like cool text that you've been playing that you want to, you know, just talk to me about, and you know, discuss theory in the comments. So thank you guys, and have a great rest of your day. Enjoy it thoroughly.